Hey guys, welcome to Tipsy Texan season number 2, episode 2 with your host
David, Ernest, and Daniel.
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. So last week we reviewed the Elda M milk stout beer and also the Asahi. Last time we reviewed the Elda M as a go ahead and recommend it to your friends, and the Asahi as a, well, they just say 1 thumb out of 3. So go ahead and try it. Anyways, well, this week we're going to be reviewing the what is the beer we're going to be reviewing? The first beer of the week we're going to be reviewing, Mr. Ernest or Ernesto.
What's up, everybody? Well, today we're going to be reviewing the Lobos Texas Lager.
Okay. Wait, so is it Ernesto or Ernest?
Well, you know, I'm Mexican, so I like Ernesto. I say it straight up Mexican, Ernesto. But, you know, everybody else, you know, we're in America now, so Ernesto, whatever.
Ernesto. You're Mexican?
I'm super Mexican.
You were born in Mexico?
I was born in Mexico.
What part?
DF, Distrito Federal, bro. Chilango.
Are you for real? Are you serious? You were born in Mexico?
100%.
Dude, I did not know that. Did you know that, Danny?
No. You gotta watch out.
Why else would I say that I would say my name right, Ernesto. Yeah. Gotta represent. Yeah.
All right, well, I didn't know that. So we're going to call him Ernesto. Or do you mind if we call you Ernest?
I like the accent, so say Ernesto.
Ernesto.
Yeah.
All right, Ernesto. So we're going to be reviewing the Lobos Texas Lager.
That's right.
I'm going to go ahead and pop one open and pour it in the glass real quick just to get that little...
Let's do it.
Ooh, nice little splash right there. Splash action. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh,
yeah,
nice blonde. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
It's got a nice white head right off the bat.
Yeah,
really
just like you, man. Just straight pouring it out the bottle, we get that nice yellow, mellow.
Looks like apple juice.
Apple juice looking tan.
Looks like piss.
Straight first sip.
Hopefully it doesn't taste that way. Let's see what it tastes like.
Hopefully it tastes pretty good. Very nice weedy taste. I can taste the wheat. I can taste a little bit of the hops. Very smooth. Thank you for the coaster, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Very smooth, very good. What do you think about it, Ernest? What does it taste? What do you taste?
I like it's pretty good. It tastes a bit sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's got I don't know how to explain it. It's like the hops. It's got like a grassy, hoppy flavor.
Yeah, so you do taste the hops, right? It's not just me, right?
Yeah, I taste it.
What about you, Danny? What do you think?
I think it has really low hops, if any.
Okay.
There goes Tom.
Yeah.
It's a summer style beer. Something you want to have in the summer.
I took a sniff of it. I sniffed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got
What is that?
I like the smell of grain, the aroma that it gives off, and some mineral notes that I observed.
Awesome. So, give us a little facts about this beer. Where does it come from, and what brewery and all that good stuff.
Well, it comes from Fredericksburg, and it's if you don't know where it's at exactly, it's north of Kerrville, north of San Antonio, about an hour from San Antonio north. Okay. Nice little place. I've been there once before. A lot of German people, very nice people. They usually have the Oktoberfest there every year. It's awesome. Yeah.
It's pretty big.
So this is a German style lager. Lager.
I would imagine because I was doing a little research on it, and it says that it has that German ingredients in there. So if you like German beer, you're probably gonna taste it in this beer, Lobos. It's got that flavor.
So what's the brewing company on this one? I didn't check.
It's from Pedernales.
Pedernales
Brewing Company. Yeah. I've never been there. I would love to go there. Maybe one day we got to make a road trip out there and check it out.
Oh, yeah.
It should be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I think the alcohol volume on this is about, alcohol by volume is about 5%, right? So that's pretty good, pretty reasonable, pretty average.
Yeah.
What's the availability? You know that, Danny?
I I believe it's available year round.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Nice.
year round. So
Yeah.
that's good, and that's handy.
And something interesting about German beers is that in Germany they actually have a a law called the Reinheitsgebot, which is a law that only allows for German beer to have 4 ingredients, which is barley, wheat, malt, and I believe hops. Just off of the top of my head,
Okay.
it's called a purity law, just to make sure that only the pure ingredients go into the German beer, and you're not getting crappy ingredients.
Yeah, I think this one actually breaks the rules a little bit. I think Ernest was telling me earlier what some of the ingredients were. I can't remember. What were they?
On this low, well, it's barley, American hops, yeast, and pure Texas. It says that's what it says here. Pure Texas Hill Country Water, which is
Some of the best.
What's better than Texas water?
Nothing, man. Nothing. I mean, just.
Have you ever tasted the Guadalupe River water? It's nice and green. And,
I did by accident. I almost drowned.
Were you
Yeah,
drowning?
I think you were peeing in the river when I took a gulp, man. Yeah, the water looked like this beer we were drinking. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I got the full experience.
Nice and flavorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a small correction on the German law. It only allows for water, barley, and hops
Hops,
to
right.
be used in the
Yeah,
production of beer.
I think Lobos just adds one more ingredient, which is I think yeast. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Actually, I think the Lobos recipe, if I'm not mistaken, was actually derived from a recipe that dates from 1910. Interesting fact.
oh,
Yeah, so
1910.
before the Great Depression, man.
So what I'm wondering is, did it start in Fredericksburg in Los Pedernales, 1910, or did it come from Germany?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. We'd have to do more research on that.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
the company,
some
Pedernales Brewing Company, actually started July 29, 2009. So that company's been around for about 7 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay,
Nah,
that makes sense.
fairly new. Not really new, but, it's been a while. It's been around a while. Yeah.
So as I keep tasting the beer, we keep drinking it. It's very nice, to the palate. Like it just, the aroma and everything. This is a beer that I could see myself drinking more often. It's got a good flavor. The sweetness to it is nice. So yeah.
So, what about you, Danny? What do you taste from it when you got a big gulp of it?
definitely a lot of wheat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really bitter. I don't know if y'all have the IBU score.
Yeah, actually, this one, no, we do not have the IBU score on that one,
okay.
but, yeah.
It's probably relatively low, maybe around 10. 11.
Yeah, maybe around 10 or 12, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, kind of a summer beer. Something you want to have out on the lake, on the beach, when you want to cool down. So you want to definitely drink it cold.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Overall, I would recommend this beer to my friends. Out of the 10 stars for, what is this? It's considered a lager, right? American Pale Lager. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rate this about, I'm going to give it an 8. It's pretty good.
Right.
It's very, very flavorful. It's obvious. It's nothing average. There is a distinct taste to this. I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8. I would recommend this to my friends. It goes down very smooth, and there's a lot of flavors, a lot of, it stands out from any kind of a different lager.
All right. Well, before Ernest gives his review, do you want to talk about the can? The can
Oh yeah, the design.
itself?
We didn't even look at the can
Yeah.
design. Yeah.
Well, the name of the beer is Lobo. So obviously, for those that don't speak Spanish, Lobo means wolf. And there is a wolf, picture of a wolf, and
Riding
he's
a
got
horse.
he's got his little sombrero and his Texas emblem. So he's
It's not
very
it's not a
cowboy.
sombrero. It's a cowboy hat, man.
Sombrero, cowboy. Yeah. Well.
Sombrero's what Mirachis wear, man.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
cowboy. My bad.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Wild West.
So yeah, and he's on this horse.
Mhm.
So it's very westerny. Very Texan.
Yeah, nice design.
Yeah.
With a big old sun right behind him.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's nice. So
So what do you rate this beer, man?
1 to 10, I'm gonna rate this a 7. I would recommend it to my friends, but not necessarily something I would like just go out of my way for. I think it is a good beer, but it's lacking something that I like personally. Okay. So that's just my opinion. But it's not a terrible beer.
Okay. All right, Daniel, what do you think?
I'm also going to give it a 7, and I just want to read right off of the can. This beer won the gold medal in 2015 in Mexico City.
So it had to be good, right? I mean,
yeah.
To some people.
Yeah. It won the best show in 2015 in Ensenada, Mexico. It won the silver medal in 2015 in Bend, Oregon, and it also won the gold medal in 2015 in Ensenada, Mexico.
So Mexicans like this beer. Oh.
Yeah, south of the border, definitely.
Oh, that's nice. Well, then you should like it, Ernest. If you're so
would
Mexican,
think, right? Yeah.
You would think.
I guess I've been in the U.S. for so long. I forgot.
Yeah,
how Mexican I am.
I guess you're not Mexican, man.
I guess I'm Ernest then.
Yeah, you should just Ernest, not Ernesto.
All right, I'll stick to Ernest then.
All right, so I guess
7.
yeah. So I guess we can, that's an average score of passing. So through the Tipsy Texans, we go ahead and ask, we go ahead and recommend this beer. Go ahead and show this to your friends. Let them try it out, and you go ahead and try it out. Since it's a Texas local beer, if you're Texas, go ahead and try it, man. Give it a chance. You might like it.
No.
What about the price? What was the price for a 6-pack?
Oh yeah, what was the price for this?
Oh man, dude, we bought this last week.
Well, it was about $10.
And Ernest,
it was average $10.
Yeah, Ernest picked up a 6-pack of Lobo Texas Lager, and also a special can of
St. Arnold's.
St. Arnold's.
Just one bottle.
One bottle for $10. So that thing was better be good. I paid that much.
Yeah. Either that or they ripped you off. But
if anybody knows what it's the 11th barrel, St. Arnold. I don't know exactly what that means. I mean, I know it's from a whiskey barrel that it's made from, and so they add their own different flavors. But anyway, for another time, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I guess that does it for this first beer of the week, which was Lobo Texas Lager. We go ahead and recommend it for you. So we're going to take a little break real quick. We're going to come back with an experience. Actually, this weekend, we all got to go to some different breweries. So we're going to come back and talk about those. So we'll be back in 1 minute, and we'll talk about it. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the second
part of the show.
Yeah, sure.
What's up, everyone?
All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about our little experiences that we had this weekend. We fortunately got to go visit some breweries. Danny, go ahead and tell us what breweries you got to visit this week.
On Friday, I got the opportunity to go to a little town in Texas called Shiner, Texas.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And my wife and I visited the Shiner Brewery, the Spoutzel Brewery. Their tour started at 11 a.m. and we're running a little bit late. It was raining and I was speeding through I-10.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And we made it 10 minutes late, but we still caught the tour, and
awesome.
it was really, really nice. The staff was really knowledgeable. They knew all of their stuff, and they showed us a great time.
Awesome.
Dude, I'm jealous because I pass through there all the time. We go to San Antonio all the time, and we never take the tour.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, man, for actually
making
it.
And, my dad actually owns some land up there in Gonzales nearby.
Yeah, I remember
going
there.
I never got, the chance to stop by there. So that's awesome you got to visit there.
Yeah, it's only 20 minutes away from Gonzales. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So, tell us a little about the brewery. Was it active? Was everything active while you were there or something?
Yeah, everything was active, and some of the equipment they had was actually the original equipment which they used back in 1909.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's still in use to this day. Yeah.
Really?
Wow. And
nice.
The tour guy was telling us they produce about 1,000 or 1,200 bottles a minute.
Wow, and that's impressive. Yeah, and I can believe it. Yeah. I think actually Shiner Bock is actually distributed now. The original Shiner Bock, which is a dark lager, is actually distributed in 48 states in America. So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
it's big now.
Yeah, except Hawaii and I forgot
Yeah.
what other state.
Yeah, I think Alaska.
Yeah.
So it's very big. It's talk about coming from the ground up. The Shiner, the Spotzel brewery has done that, and it's shown that man, you got a good beer. You take your time, take love. You can make a beer that a lot of people will love.
There you go.
Yeah, and also they know how to treat their employees. They get full insurance, as well as their families. They get a reduced rate.
Hey, I should go work over there.
Yeah.
Drink
And
beer all day.
Yeah.
Every month you get 2 free cases of beer, of whatever beer you
Man,
want.
wow,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't want them, let's say in December, you can. They add up, so it's kind of like
It's like
roll
rollover, yeah.
Yeah, from Singular.
That's
Y'all
awesome.
remember Singular?
Awesome. Any what was the architecture like? What did it look like? Would it look like a brewery or what?
They have parts of their original equipment which looks of the era,
Yeah.
and then they have modern technology. So
Oh, nice.
it's a mix of both worlds.
Yeah, nice.
So it was really cool.
Nice. Okay.
And well, that was Danny's experience. So now, actually, Ernest and I actually this past weekend, we got to visit the.
It was called the. I can't. Why? I don't know why I can't remember the name right now.
The Carbach.
Carbach. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carbach.
So you told us that you were going to, to see that brewery, and I was like, man, we got to check out a brewery too. We got to.
Yeah,
do
for sure.
something. So we went with Carbach, and that place was really nice. Very laid back when we got there.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's has a beer in their hand, obviously, and everybody's very knowledgeable there too.
Oh yeah, and it felt like a crafts brewery. It was it's just like a small brewery, and very nice, very modern. Staff was extremely friendly. Funny story. Tell them that story about us getting in.
Dude, well, when we got there, we went to go pay for our beer. You get like 3 tokens for every beer.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're waiting
about
in line and we're picking up things. We're getting cups. We're getting souvenirs and stuff. And then all of a sudden, the computers malfunction.
Yeah, like no lie.
And we're waiting there for a while. And we're like, we're ready to go drink beer because they're going to close
like at least
soon.
20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
So the guy's like, you know what, guys, just go, just get your souvenirs and just get your beer, and
Yeah,
it's on us.
man, it was amazing.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
It
like
was
straight
awesome.
up props to those guys. I guess they cared so much about us. They're just like, hey man, let them have it. They've been here for 30 minutes, so
Yeah.
we walked off with at least more than $50 worth of
I know.
everything.
Or maybe they were tired of us complaining that they were taking so long.
Yeah.
I know the Shiner Brewery closes at 5. What time did y'all go to the Carbach Brewery?
We got there like around 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they closed late.
They closed
Yeah.
at 9:30.
9:30. Yeah.
9:30,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
But at that moment, it didn't really need to stay open any longer because we were already pretty
Faded,
far gone.
yeah.
Yeah, we were.
Hey, talking about the Shiner, the Spoiled Hill Brewery. What beers did you try out there? Did you try anything new? Did you, or what beers did you try out there?
So with the tour, they gave you 4 tokens, and
Yeah.
on tap they had Shiner Wicked Ram IPA.
Yeah.
They had Shiner Bock. They had Shiner Premium
Yeah.
and Shiner Raspberry,
Red Ruby,
Red Ruby.
Prickly Pear. Basically all the Shiners, right?
Yeah, and they also had a new one that they just came out with last week, which is a Shiner Coffee beer.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I haven't seen that
nice.
one yet.
Yeah, I missed out on that.
Yeah,
I didn't try
Oh man, really?
it. Yeah,
All right. Well, but you got to try a couple other ones, right? Did you try any one?
yeah.
that
I tried
you
the
liked?
Red Ruby. I tried the IPA, and I tried the regular Shiner Bock.
Oh,
And
nice.
I actually like the IPA because it doesn't taste like an IPA. It's not that bitter. It's not that hoppy. So
What's the name of that again?
it's the Shiner Wicked Ram IPA.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
wow, what a coincidence! Right, should be reviewing that
Right.
in the last part of the show.
What just so happens?
Yeah, but so we tried at the Carbach Brewery.
Rodeo Clown.
Rodeo Clown, yeah. And then a couple of other ones I just can't remember the name now.
Something with love.
Love Street. Love Street.
Okay.
I love that beer. That
and
beer
and
is
Wheat Weizen or Weiser, something like that.
So, what type of beer is Love Street?
That's a pale lager.
It's a pale lager, yeah.
And I think Rodeo Clown is an IPA. It was actually a double IPA. Very strong, man, and it cuts to the point, man. Mm-hmm. You have a tough weekend, a tough week. Man.
Yeah, that beer it's gotten me through some tough work days, man. It's a good beer, man. That'll get you nice and lit.
So y'all have tried
it. Get you nice and limp. yeah, it'll get you nice and limp.
Limp biscuit. Have y'all tried
too many of those?
Have y'all tried a Rodeo Clown before, or was that your first time?
I tried it before.
I had tried it too. Also,
I fell in love, man. I actually tried that at some place called the West End by the Galleria. I loved it, man.
I didn't really fall in love with it only because I drank too much of it. You don't want to drink too much of it because it left a really bad taste in my mouth after. Yeah. But it was a good beer. But other than that, I just drank too much of it. It was my fault.
Okay, so I have a question.
Why girl wasted?
Yeah, that's right.
Does it taste different from where you bought it originally in a can versus the tap at the actual brewery? Well, or does it taste the same since?
To me, it tasted the same. Exact same. Yeah.
Yeah, for me too. Since it being so local, we get it right then and there. We're fortunate enough to get it tasting great, and it tastes the same to me. Coming straight out of the draft.
Really good beer.
And something we forgot to mention about the Lobo Texas Lager is that the can actually said it was brewed in November 28th. Of 2016, so about a month ago.
Dates on it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's fresh.
Yeah,
it just came out. That's awesome. What about this one? The Shiner Wicked Ram.
Yeah, I wonder if this one says it.
Actually, I don't think it. I haven't checked for a date. And unlike wine, some beer ages well, but not all beer. So some of it, the fresher you get it, the best it tastes.
Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
awesome. Thanks.
I didn't know either. I just made it up.
Well, those were our experiences this week. We had a great time at the Carbach Brewery. If you haven't gone out there and checked it out, man, we totally recommend that you go out there and check it out. Yeah. And Shiner Brewery, the Spitzel Brewery. What do you recommend, Danny?
I recommend everything. Just go and try it out.
Yeah.
At least once in your lifetime.
All right, cool, man.
But besides Carbach and Shiner, is there any brewery you have on your list of that you want to visit?
As Tipsy Texans, we've talked about this, Danny, before in previous episodes. We want to visit the Free Chill Brewery in San Antonio. I think we should make that our mission next time, that we all go out there and visit this brewery together.
Sure, why not? I'm in.
We've heard about great reviews about the beer, great reviews about the food they have there. So, and what's better? What do you think about that, Ernest?
I'll definitely go. I haven't really gone to a lot of breweries. I'm ashamed of that because I love beer, and I've only been to St. Arnold, the one we just went to, Carbach, and that's it. I mean, I haven't really gone to many, so I'm down. I'm with you guys.
All right, hands down. We can always knock out breweries here like the Eighth Wonder and Southern Star and stuff like that.
You never know. We might do a live podcast.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Just let us know on the email at
tipsytexanpodcast@gmail.com. So always give us your your suggestions, where you want us to visit, or even the beer that you want us to try, and we'll try to incorporate that in the next show. So guys, next part of the show, we're going to go ahead and review the Wicked Ram IPA from the Shiner Spitzel Brewery. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back and review that. Hey, guys.
We're back.
And we're back.
Back alive.
Step on a crack, you break your brother's anus.
But crack.
All right, guys. So this last part of the show, we're going to be reviewing the Wicked Ram IPA from Shiner.
That's right. Oh.
Spitzel Brewery. We were just talking about that brewery, man.
Right. We sure were.
Yeah, man. It seems like...
Why not? It's appropriate, right?
Perfect,
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
So, Wicked Ram IPA. What is an IPA?
It's,
IPA. Go ahead, Ernest.
It's Indian Pale Ale. That's what it stands for.
Awesome, yeah. Indian Pale Ale.
What does Indian Pale Ale stand for? What does it involve? What is that?
Just a little background history.
Crap load of hops.
When people from England would trade spices and different kinds of things from India, they would travel, but instead of just cutting across, they'll go south of Africa. So it was about a 120-day voyage.
Okay.
And the regular pale ale beer they had was only 3% in alcohol volume. So by the time they got to India, it was pretty much bad. It was just bad beer. So they decided to put it in barrels, in wooden barrels. And actually they added more hops. But when they added more hops, it just became more bitter.
Oh.
So at the same time, they add more malt. So it just became a richer, just fuller beer. And that's
delicious.
what became known as the IPA.
Indian Pale Ale.
You know, whenever they got back home, they'll go to their local pub and they'll go ask for a pale ale. And it was just light. It was at 3% alcohol beer, and they didn't like it, so they'll ask for the Indian Pale Ale. And that's where it all started, the IPA.
Wow,
They get their buzz on.
Interesting.
Nice.
So this beer actually has a alcohol by volume of 6%, right? Ernest, do you have the IBUs for this, the bitterness units?
It's a 55.
55.
IBUs.
So it's high.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Pretty high,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. Talking about screaming. Yeah, but it's pretty high. So we know that this beer was actually released in 2015. So it's only been around for about a year and a half.
Yeah,
maybe
about a year.
It's actually their first IPA that Shiner has made.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, they're dwelling into new territory here, you know, and I'm interested to see what they're capable of. I'm looking forward to tasting this Shiner IPA.
Yeah, and I'm actually giving IPAs a second chance on the first season of Tipsy Texan podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess after trying this one, you actually mentioned that you liked it, right? I mean, you never really liked IPAs, but after trying this one,
Yes, on the first season we tried the Hopston, which is from the Eighth Wonder Brewery here in Houston, Texas. And I didn't like it. I think it had too much hops, which is one of the ingredients in beer. And it was just too bitter for me.
So you just didn't consider yourself an IPA type of guy? Because not a lot of people like IPAs.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
You know,
No, I didn't.
distinctive.
Just after my first beer, I just discarded IPAs. But after trying this one at the brewery, it doesn't taste like an IPA. It is bitter, but not as much as Hopston.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to try it.
And you know what? That's true, Danny, because I commend Shiner on this because they've actually this IPA is not like the others. Honestly, right? After tasting it, it's you get the bitter flavor, but you also get like a sweetness aftertaste. And Shiner has definitely made their mark in the IPA field, in the IPA competition because
let me taste it again.
Yeah, go ahead and try it. You'll see that compared to different IPAs like strong ones like Rodeo Clown or any other things like you get the bitterness, but you also get like sweet, smooth,
like a caramel, a little caramel flavor with wheat malt. Like it just
I can always taste that. Yeah, I can bring that out.
Mm-hmm. And the color of it is nice. It's like a bright copper color. And it's full body too.
Yeah,
it looks
yeah,
really
for
nice.
sure. Talking about that, actually, this some of the ingredients are actually in this IPA are like Crystal and Centennial. They're basically like dry hops, as well as churro. And caramel and wheat melt. So you actually nailed it on the head with that caramel. So,
awesome.
I'm sorry, I said wheat melt. It's wheat malts. So, so we do get a little bit of that subtle weedy flavor, but you get the hops, the main ingredients. So, very well balanced and very creative, and a very good beer. Shiner should be very proud of this beer.
Yeah, and this beer should be drank a little bit warmer than your regular beer. And the thing about IPAs is that we mentioned before in the history of the IPA tastes better after 90 days of being produced.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Another good fact.
Yeah, so these beers age well. So you wouldn't go wrong just buying a 6-pack and leave it in the fridge for
A couple of days.
week. Yeah,
Oh, a week.
yeah. So
Hey, you know what's funny? We're talking about Shiner Brewery. It is a craft brewery located in Shiner, the Split Soul Brewery. But did you know that it's the oldest independent brewery in Texas? Did y'all guys know that?
No.
So basically, it's the OG of Texas breweries.
I had never even heard
Original
of that
gangster.
area in Texas.
yeah, and it started before Prohibition, and during the tour, the lady was actually telling us that
Hey. Oh.
when the creator of Shiner, when Prohibition happened, he would actually forget to remove the alcohol from the beer because he'll produce the beer and then there was an extra step to remove the alcohol from the beer.
Yeah.
But sometimes he'll accidentally
Quote
forget to
unquote.
quote unquote forget to remove the alcohol. So
I get it.
that's how the company survived during Prohibition.
No, excellent. That's awesome, man. So overall, guys, just to give it overall, what do you rate this beer, Danny? We'll start Danny, then Ernest, and I.
All right, I forgot what I gave Hobson as an IPA, but I'm gonna have to give Shiner.
You gave it a 7.
A 7.
Yeah, probably or lower.
I'm gonna have to give it a 9.
Wow, awesome. That is like drastically different from.
Yeah, it's definitely drinkable. I think if you're going out on town or just going out with friends, with 2 or 3, you'll be good for the night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good beer, great taste, and with 6% alcohol volume, you feel it, so you'll be good with 3. I've had 2 tonight, and
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm a
pretty
tipsy Texan.
All right, Ernest or Ernesto, go ahead and tell us what you think about it.
Well, as I first tasted it, I like IPAs, but I'm very particular about my IPAs because sometimes, man, like they're too bitter. Like, but this one just falls on my tongue. Like it's very drinkable, you know, and it's got a nice aroma. It's got a good flavor. And so I'm snacking and I'm eating and I'm really enjoying this beer, you know, as I'm talking to you guys. So
Yeah.
I would recommend this to my friends, and it's a good beer.
What do you rate it? 10 out of 10 stars.
I would rate it an 8. An 8, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, me too.
What about you, David?
Yeah, just taking a sip out of this beer. It is different. It is revolutionary. Definitely, Shiner has gone in a different direction. Considering IPAs, considering bitterness, they actually added a little more, wheat to it, a little more sweeter flavor to it. And I commend Shiner for doing that. Definitely going, out of the box, thinking out of the box when they created this beer. And I'm going ahead and I'm going to rate it a 9, which, if I'm not mistaken, I rated 9 Shiner Bach, I think one of our first
That's saying
episodes,
something
actually.
for Shiner,
Yeah, and Shiner's been very impressive, they really think out of the box. This is a great beer. I definitely would recommend this to my friends. Considering someone that, like you, Danny, that doesn't like IPAs, I'd go ahead and show them this beer and see, what to think about this one. I think they would really like it.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it to my friends.
I think I want to give Hobson a second chance because coming out of beer, I mean, just coming into a new beer, I guess I was expecting a more lighter of a taste. So drinking an IPA, I was expecting more of a lighter taste, but I want to give IPAs a second chance because I know the history behind it. I know it's supposed to be a bitter beer. It's a taste that I think you have to grow a taste for.
You have to grow to it, yeah.
Yeah, it has to grow on you. It's more of a mature beer, something you want to drink with your mature friends.
If we have any, right?
Yeah. And I just want to try more IPAs.
Great.
This Shiner Wicked Ram IPA was an entrance point, and I think I want to try more IPAs in the future.
All right, Ernest, go ahead and give us the overall for all 6 Texans.
Overall,
Yeah, overall.
overall, with everything today, I was very satisfied, very happy with the beer. First of all, we started with Lobos, good beer. I gave it a 7. Not a high rating, but it's still good because it was a good flavored, easy to drink. And then Shiner IPA. I really like Shiner IPA, and I love Shiner overall. Shiner Bock is one of my favorites of all time.
Awesome.
Shiner IPA, great beer, good flavor again. That caramel flavor that you taste, good color, good head on it. It was a good beer.
So, do we recommend this to all our friends?
Oh heck yeah!
Heck yeah! All right, so that's a thumbs up from the Tipsy Texans.
I wasn't recording.
This whole time?
Yeah.
But just this part, right?
No, I'm just saying.
That's messed up, yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, we do recommend this to all our friends. It gets a thumbs up from the Tipsy Texan, and that's approved. There was actually one more thing I wanted to talk about before we finish this episode, real quick. One of the ingredients in the what is it? This one? Yeah, it was actually in the Shiner Bock IPA Wicked Ram. One of the ingredients was churro. Do any of you guys know what churro means?
No, I do not.
I think Danny's over there choking or something.
What's wrong with you?
What do you think churro means, Ernest?
Churro?
Yeah, churro.
Churro or churro?
Two and then ROW.
Man, I wouldn't know what to say. Churro, I know what churro is.
Yeah, churro in Mexican.
Yeah.
My churros Okay, well, check this out. So, there's two types of barley, okay?
Yeah.
There's 2-row barley and there's 6-row barley, okay? I'm sorry. Both 2-row barley and 6-row barley have been around for a long time, okay, man?
Okay.
Basically, it's just, if you look it up on the internet, 2-row barley is a little bit thinner than 6-row barley. So there's different pros and cons to each one. It's very interesting, if you didn't know this. They may actually make beer. This one's actually made with 2-row barley. So they say that it absorbs water better than 6-row barley. So I guess, it gives a different taste and to the beer. 6-row has more protein since it's thicker and it's more wheat. It has more protein, less starch. And it has a thicker husk than 2-row barley. Okay, so it has higher protein levels that improve fermentation. Okay, and I think 2-row has a greater drought tolerance. So 2-row is available more around the year than 6-row. Okay. Yeah, so it's actually very interesting. You actually go on the internet and look it up.
Learn something new every day.
Check it out. It's very interesting, and it does give a different flavor to the beer. So if you're ever at a bar or at somewhere where they sell beer, ask it what are their 2-row selection and their 6-row, and try out the beers and see if you can distinguish a difference.
All right.
Yeah.
Good enough for our audience to also use later on.
Yeah.
So,
hey, I have a joke for you.
Go ahead.
All right.
Where do monkeys go to grab a beer?
Where do monkeys go to grab a beer?
Where do monkeys go to grab a beer?
Okay, is it like an obvious answer, or is
yeah? Once I say it's gonna be
they go to the monkey bar. It just hit me. Yeah.
You didn't know it. You didn't.
Then fadedness just kicked in and he got
pretty good.
The monkey bar.
It's funny, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. I already told this joke to David, but Ernest hasn't heard it. All right. So this bear walks into a bar. And he goes up to the bartender and he's like, "Can I have a beer?" And the bartender says, "Why the long pause?" He says, "They run in the family." Long pause.
Long hands.
All right, so we have a question from Madison. Madison from Kentucky wants to know, what is your favorite beer food? Let me expand the email. When I go out with my friends, I usually have normal pizza or some greasy food. I just want to know what's you guys'
Damn.
take on beer food? What do you like to eat when you're out on the town with your friends
Well,
and you're drinking?
actually, can I go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying
I
to
actually don't like to really eat much with my beer. I prefer to eat first and then have my beer. Like I'll go out and eat something like some wings or something. Maybe I'll have like a PBR, and then I'll go out to like a bar and have a couple beers. I like to savor the beer, or else I can't enjoy it. That's just my personal. What about you, Ernest?
Me myself, I like a little snack. Nothing too heavy. Like right now, we're eating some
Papas.
some papas,
Papas fritas.
some French fries with our beer, and that's a nice little additive to go. I enjoy a little bit of food, nothing too heavy. I'd rather have a mixed drink with my food, but a beer is is something light.
Yeah,
Something light to eat.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Danny?
Personally, I think you can go wrong with pizza or
Pizza, yeah, that sounds good.
pizza and beer. It just goes together. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, it's not a good combination.
Just don't put cheese in it.
That's the best.
I mean,
part.
what kind of pizza is there
Wait,
without cheese?
you're
Yeah,
lactose
yeah.
intolerant, Danny?
Yeah,
Damn, man, you're looking a little pale.
yeah. I actually forgot my lunch today.
You're
So.
looking a little pale, man.
A little
didn't
pale
eat-
now.
It's a little pale out. Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah.
no, I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, well, that's how it happens when you're drinking a couple IPAs.
Sorry, guys.
All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys for joining us for the show. Go ahead and try that Shinerbach Wicked Ram IPA and also Lobo Texas Lager. Give them a
If you
chance.
can find it.
Yeah, if you can find it, go ahead and give it a chance. Try them out. We give a thumbs up for both beers. Go ahead and try them out. Tipsy Texan, that's approved. So without further ado, guys, Tipsy
Texans
Out!